Welcome to episode 29 of the Drone Wars. Wow, we've gone through a lot in this series already, so let's just focus on the board here in front of us. The Pirate Empire continues to expand a lot. They almost have half of the board at this point. And well, we can also see that the Federation has a pretty good chunk of the board, but they're also struggling with some of the other factions. Right now, if the Federation and Delta Shipyards teamed up, they might actually have a chance against the Pirate Empire, but the chances of that actually happening are very low. So, not quite sure what to expect here in this episode. I expect a lot of losses on both the Great Red Sun Empire's territories and, of course, the New Galactic Alliance territories. There's actually a possibility that they could actually be wiped out in this episode, but we'll leave that up to interpretation. Let's see what happens. Alright, so a few things have happened here. The first thing to mention is that, well, the New Galactic Alliance can't do anything. They don't have any ships, they cannot expand, they don't even have a shipyard, so they can't build any ships. They're pretty much stuck. The Federation, they've decided to use their turns to go ahead and upgrade a shipyard, and then they've gone around just exploring a little bit, I believe. No actual battles have happened. They've basically just gone down here and claimed this planet, and then they've gone ahead and they've built a new fleet all the way over here. That's pretty much it. Now, as for the Delta shipyards, what they've decided to do is that, well, their first action was to take over a Federation world right here that was undefended. So that gives them a little more breathing room. And then their second action is that they're going to go ahead and take over more land from the Great Red Sun Empire. But to do that, they've sent one of their fleets from the gas giant rings up here to the Alien Lake, in which they're basically going to be taking on a fleet of fighters and a fortress world. So we're going to go on down to that Alien Lake and we're going to watch this battle unfold. Well, here we are on the alien planet, we're on this lake, and here's where the battle's going to take place. Right over here, we have a collection of fighters from the Great Red Sun Empire. And these fighters are going to try to defend themselves from the invading fleet, which is the Delta Shipyard's broadsword cruiser and some fighters here. So we're going to go ahead and declare war here, and we're going to go ahead and watch this battle. I already know for a fact that some of these fighters are not going to do particularly well. We're just going to watch and see what happens. So pretty much immediately we have some fighters just trying to get ready for battle here. They do have to be really careful about those torpedoes. Well, that's one fighter completely disintegrated. The rest of these fighters are going to need to move in very quickly and try to do as much damage as possible. And of course they have to be careful for the other fighters. Ouch. As you can see, these fighters are definitely trying to move in, but they are taking shots from a distance. And of course that cruiser is moving back, trying to get some distance away from those fighters. I don't think those fighters are going to be able to do anything to really get that cruiser back in range. So, if this is the case, I think this battle, I don't think we're just going to sit here for a very long time. This battle might go on forever, so we're just going to go ahead and stop it here and move on to the next battle. with the fortress, and we'll see if the Great Red Sun Empire can actually put up a fight with that. Alright, so here we are at the fortress part of this battle. We can see the cruiser and these fighters here, and they're going to be taking on that fortress over there. So we're going to go ahead and declare war real quick, and we're going to see if they are actually able to take out that fortress. Almost immediately we can see all these fighters moving forward. These ships definitely need to be careful. If that cruiser isn't careful, it might hit the ground too. These fighters are definitely trying to get in close. And that cruiser is also trying to get in close as well. All those fighters have been shot down, but there's still that cruiser in a distance to be dealt with. Because there's point defense is trying to take care of these missiles as well. If this cruiser isn't careful, it's definitely going to crash into the ground. Well, it is definitely crashing to the ground. I'll consider this a loss for the for Delta shipyards. It seems that their cruiser is completely falling to the ground here. That fortress is still standing pretty well here. Alright, we're back to the board, and well, there's some interesting stuff that's happening here. So first thing I want to mention is that, well, after that battle, nothing really changed over here. They lost some ships. The Delta shipyards did actually try sending one of their entirely fighter fleets over at this planet over here. Was it this one? Yeah. Unfortunately, sending fighters at the Fortress World wasn't really that great, so they lost that battle. Moving on to the Pirate Empire, they've decided to, build up some new fleets. One of them being entirely fighters, while the other one's like a really big and powerful fleet, and they just moved that fleet all the way over here as well. So preparations for attacking the Federation and other territories over here. So with that out of the way, we're going back up here to the Great Red Sun Empire, and for their first action, they decided to build a new fleet over here, which has just a single corvette and some fighters, and their second action is to go and send that fleet into battle here, versus a single cruiser. If they can successfully take out that cruiser, then it's basically a sure victory here, and they can, hopefully expand a little bit. But if it fails, well, there's a shipyard and a cruiser right there next to their homeworld. Well, here we are on the alien planet, on the desert, and, well, here's the big battle that's going to happen. It's not really too big of a battle, but here we have this single cruiser, and this cruiser is going to be taking on a fleet of invading ships over here from the Great Reset Empire that involves, well, one corvette and some fighters. We're going to go ahead and begin the battle here, and hopefully we'll see. This might be the deciding battle to see who wins in the, well, whether the Great Red Sun Empire will survive or not. This is right next to their homeworld. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that really expensive Corvette's gone, so rest in peace. And over here, it's just the remaining fighters that are gonna try to take on that cruiser, if they can even get close. Now, it seems that the fighters are able to actually get in range now, and they're gonna fire away with everything that they can. These fighters need to do some really strategic, high damage shots in order to take down this cruiser. And hopefully they don't get taken out by those railguns as well, which are going to be really dangerous. And those railguns are definitely showing to be very devastating to these fighters. They can't even get near the enemy without getting shot in that. You can see another fighter is attacking from above here, trying to do as much damage as possible. And that cruiser is moving in there. There's definitely some damage being done here, but these fighters are still struggling to get close enough. This fighter is really struggling to try and stay in the battle here. And those railguns are devastating. Ooh, that was actually a lucky shot by that fighter. That cruiser might be going down soon. Unfortunately, it seems that fighter is just about been shot down. That means the last ship that's available to actually do some damage at this is this fighter here. Just going to try to do whatever it can. Nope, that was about it. Rest in peace. Alright, and with that, that should be the end of this episode. So, taking a look at the board here in front of us, we could see what the factions currently look like. Not much has really changed. There's just been small expansions from some of the larger factions, but it's not all too noticeable. Even then, yeah, not much has really changed. If you guys are interested in joining Season 2, there is a Discord link in the description. Without further ado, that's going to end the video, and I hope you all have a great day. All right, take care.